Alrighty, folks, we're on dark mode on this one. Darkness is spreading, everyone. Darkness. We're brought to you by Augusta Precious Metals. If you're possibly considering putting your IRA into gold and silver, this is one of the best, most highly rated companies out there. And there's a link in the description if you would like to check it out and talk to them about a little information session. They basically just tell you all about what they do, and you either say, all right, cool, let's proceed, or you say, you know what, no thanks, not for me. So it's no hassle, no buy-in, anything like that. Just you do what you want to do. So, all right, this is your crisis report for September 17th, 2025. Oh, we also have a deal going on with OUPES. There's a partnership area. It's OUPES.com, OUPES.com. Just did a gear review on the Exodus 1200. Great machine. All of them are 52% off right now. Regularly almost $600. You can get it for just above $300. So a really good deal. All right, let's get started with your darkness. The darkness. Crisis report for September 17th, now 18th, 2025. Here we go. EU says that India's Russia links jeopardize closer ties. Brazil's Bolsonaro is battling kidney trouble, anemia, according to doctors. Afghanistan's Taliban authorities expanded their crackdown on internet access Wednesday, severing fiber optic connections in multiple provinces in what officials said was a campaign against vice. Iran is ready for fair, balanced nuclear solution with Europe, according to Foreign Minister. Hamas official Ghazi Hamad appears on Al Jazeera after Israel strike on Doha. Brazil's Bolsonaro is diagnosed with skin cancer, according to doctors. Trump administration has unveiled changes to U.S. citizenship test, according to Daily Signal. Pakistan and Saudi Arabia have signed a strategic mutual defense agreement pledging joint defense cooperation and deterrence. The pact declares that an attack on one will be considered an attack on both, reinforcing their commitment to regional and global security. They signed the strategic mutual defense. Any attack on Saudi Arabia would be considered an attack on Pakistan. Venezuela has begun military exercises on the Caribbean island in response to the deployment of U.S. warships to the region, defense ministers have announced. King and Queen have welcomed U.S. President Trump and First Lady Melania Trump to state banquet held in their honor at Windsor Castle. Cosmic, thank you very much. President Trump, First Lady, that's doubler. Saudi Arabia has signed a strategic mutual defense pact with nuclear-armed Pakistan. Quote, we hope it will reinforce our deterrence. Aggression against one is aggression against the other, senior Saudi official told the Financial Times. This is a comprehensive defense agreement that will utilize all defensive and military means deemed necessary depending on the specific threat. Riyadh is believed to have informed Washington about the Pakistan Defense Agreement after it was signed, according to FT. And Pakistan is a nuclear power, so now, I guess by proxy, the Saudi Arabians have nuclear weapons. How about that? United Kingdom is going to recognize Palestine state after the end of the U.S. President Trump's state visit. Pentagon has completed its blueprint for the Golden Dome, a U.S. air and space missile defense system. Jimmy Kimmel has faced federal investigation after telling viewers that Charlie Kirk suspect Tyler Robinson was MAGA. Trump comments after Jimmy Kimmel show was canceled said, great news for America. The ratings challenged. Jimmy Kimmel show is canceled. Congratulations to ABC for finally having the courage to do what had to be done. That leaves Jimmy and Seth, two total losers on fake news NBC. Their ratings are also horrible. Do it, NBC. Trump told NBC to cancel Jimmy Fallon and Seth Meyers following the cancellation of Jimmy Kimmel. Trump declares Antifa a major terrorist organization. Sinclair Broadcast Group says it will air a tribute to Charlie Kirk on Friday across all of its ABC affiliated TV stations. Special will air during the time slot that is typically reserved for Jimmy Kimmel Live. There's sweet justice. Saudi defense minister declares Pakistan and Saudi Arabia stand as one front against any aggressor, always and forever, following the signaling of a new defense or signing of a new defense agreement between the two nations. Jen Psaki calls Kimmel's cancellation a democracy story. The news about Jimmy Kimmel, I think, is a pretty watershed moment we all need to be talking about. And it's not just a media story, it's a democracy story, it's a freedom of speech story, it's so many things. You mark my word, if Jen Psaki could take out any conservative critics, she would. CEOs of Discord, Steam, Twitch, and Reddit have requested to testify before Congress on political radicalization of their platforms after the hit on Charlie Kirk. Sway, are you in the chat, man? Pretty sure it's Sway. Sway, if you're in there, thank you so much for your Cash App tip. Sway just sent me $50 via Cash App. Thanks, brother. Or maybe a female. I appreciate you. Thank you. That's really cool. Really awesome. Fed cuts the interest rates by 0.25%. Trump at state dinner with King Charles said, together we must defend the exceptional heritage that makes us who we are, and we must continue to stand for the values and the peoples of the English-speaking world. CNN's Brian Stelter is concerned about Kimmel's show being pulled. America is a less free place if late-night comedians cannot do and say what they want. He lied. He flat out lied. This really does have a chilling effect across the American media. I don't think he should be taken down, but I say fine him. Give him a fine, President Trump walks ahead of King Charles, which breaks royal protocol. Police are responding to suspicious package outside Turning Point USA headquarters in Phoenix. Former Brazilian President Bolsonaro is being diagnosed with cancer. Golden statue of President Trump holding a Bitcoin has been unveiled outside the U.S. Capitol. Gunfire reported at the home of Illinois Democratic State Senator Meg Lofgren Capel, with a suspect detained. I had mentioned that on PrepperNow. Basically, yeah, she more political violence. I'll just put it that way. Candace Owens says she does not believe the man in the maroon shirt seen walking on the morning of the Charlie Kirk hit is Tyler Robinson. Jimmy Kimmel is under federal investigation for alleging on his show that 22-year-old suspect Tyler Robinson was a MAGA supporter. UK announced 150 billion sterling in U.S. investments as King Charles hosted Trump. Deals include Blackstone's 90 billion sterling, Palantir's 1.5 billion sterling, and Prologis's 3.9 billion sterling, creating 7,600 UK jobs across defense, AI, data centers, and infrastructure. Boeing will build U.S. Air Force planes in the UK for the first time in 50 plus years. IDF troops have begun operating in the Gaza City area in Gideon's Chariots 2, eliminating terrorists, dismantling military infrastructure, and all this created by Hamas in the Gaza Strip. Monday, IDF struck a weapons production facility belonging to Hamas production headquarters in the area of Gaza City. During the strike, terrorists were present at the site, marking and manufacturing explosives that were intended to target IDF troops in the area. As a result, secondary explosions were identified, indicating the presence of weapons was in the facility. Also, over the past 2 days, IAF and Artillery Corps troops struck over 150 terror targets throughout Gaza City in support of the maneuvering troops in the area. Today marks the first anniversary of the Pagers operation in Lebanon, in which Hezbollah terrorists and their handlers were targeted in the most sophisticated manner. They basically blew up a bunch of pagers, took out their thumbs. Some died. Putin once again appeared in military uniform. Putin dressed up in a military uniform, which is incredibly rare and signals that most likely the war will be resolved by military means. Cyberwell, an Israeli intel-linked organization, is now working as a trusted partner with all major social media platforms to censor anti-Semitism, according to their CEO, who boasted this out loud. Half the content they flag is taken down, and their reports have been responsible for removing well over 300,000 pieces of content, according to CEO Tal Or Cohen Montmeyer. She says that they're using AI to identify anti-Semitism, and their work will help platforms automatically flag and remove hate speech. Only 1 in 3 Jews reports anti-Semitic content, she notes, urging others to do more. Trump has officially designated Antifa, or Anti-Fascist Action, a terrorist group. Major terrorist organization may give some clues to the scope of its designation. Whether this consists of Antifa domestically or the global network in America, Europe, Asia, and South America remains to be seen. Extent to which contributors to anti-fascist causes will be lumped in with this designation, as Antifa supposedly has no hierarchical command structure and consists of media apparatuses and localized cells who remain to be seen. We could encourage reading on America's global war on terror, specifically the unified intelligence gathering systems between branches and government and agencies, for clues on how this designation and the alluded to crackdown on the group may proceed. Quick scan of Blue Sky reveals reactions to this have been ranged from nothing to see here all the way over to we all gonna die. And that, my friends, is your crisis report for September. What's today? 18th. Got crossed up. September 18th, 2025. Friends, keep doing the things. Keep prepping by the pricking of my thumb. Something wicked this way comes. You want to know about it before? Come on down to the Crisis Report. We'll have it to you nightly. We are brought to you by Augusta Precious Metals. We are brought to you by OUPES.com and their fabulous systems of solar generators. So check them out. Other than that, friends, hit that like button, do the double tap thing. God bless you all, and we will see you on the next one. God bless. Have a great night.